Hey yo, E-King Fight News. Now, according to Boxing Talk, shout out to them, Greg Leone. Eddie Hearn caught himself a real one. It looks like he's signed your boy Dmitry Bivol. E-King Fight News. That is the word on the street. E-King Fight News. More on this, guys. Alright. So Dmitry Bivol may be the first of Eddie Hearn's true big name. And you know, he's not really a big name, but in terms of big talent, this might be the first real relevant name signed by Eddie Hearn. And it was actually a move that seemed quite natural if you think about it. Dmitry Bivol's manager is Kornilov. Kornilov is part of World of Boxing, who also is part of Team Alexander Povetkin. And guess who works closely with Team Alexander Povetkin? That's right, it's Eddie Hearn. Because Eddie Hearn has already agreed to fight to make a fight between Anthony Joshua and Alexander Povetkin. The only obstacles in the way are a fight between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, which Eddie Hearn has already made clear he wants to do the Povetkin fight first. Now, with Wilder agreeing to take a fight in the UK, basically wherever, whenever, as per an offer given to Wilder by Eddie Hearn, that might throw a snag in a situation because that's the biggest fight in boxing. It definitely has the highest demand. The iron is fucking hot right now for this fight. I mean, it's white hot. This fight is white hot right now. And why risk Anthony Joshua getting in there with Alexander Povetkin, possibly losing or looking lackluster, and losing some steam going into a Mega Wilder fight, right? Why even bother doing that? And I mean, for Eddie Hearn, it could be more dollars in his pocket, but here's something that is worth noting. Dmitry Bivol is potentially the best light heavyweight in the world right now. And for Eddie Hearn to scoop him up and put him on the Dazn platform, that's a big move. And that, I mean, hopefully Eddie Hearn needs to figure this one out because the light heavyweight division is sort of fragmented. You have Badu Jack and Adonis Stevenson, who just had a great fight. Fight of the year candidate for sure. That was a fight. That to me was the fight of the year. I was there live. It was the fight of the year, guys. That was the fight of the year for me. It was a brilliant fight. Back and forth action where Badu Jack almost got a stoppage late, pulled out a draw. Tremendous fight. Both fighters showed a ton of heart. But a guy like Dmitry Bivol is technically sound. He's a solid puncher. And he's just he's an all-round, high IQ fighter. And the fight I really want to see is what happens when you put Dmitry Bivol and Sergei Kovalev in the same ring. I'm not sure if Kathy Duba wants to make that fight, but I'm sure Eddie Hearn is willing to put up a substantial amount of money to get Kovalev in the ring with Dmitry Bivol. And if he can make that fight happen, all credit to Eddie Hearn. If he can make that fight happen, I give him a ton of credit. Because Kathy Duba is sitting on the sidelines. She ain't in no rush to get Bivol in there with Sergei Kovalev. She's in no rush by any means. I mean, Dmitry Bivol once again is on a Kovalev undercard facing Isaac Chilemba. Right? That's a guy that damn near beat Kovalev in a close fight. Made him look very poor when those two matched up. And Kovalev is fighting who? Who's Kovalev fighting next? Somebody's got to let me know. I don't even know who's fighting next. So, that just is what it is. I'd say congratulations to Eddie Hearn. If he has Dmitry Bivol signed for his own DAZN platform, you know, it might not bring in a wide array of viewers, but it's a good signing. You know, that's a top talent. That's someone you can build into a main event figure, and that's a guy that's really a top talent in the light heavyweight division. So hopefully, it's a stacked division. So hopefully he targets that particular weight class, because there's so many great fighters, light heavyweights out there that are inactive, that do need more fights. So if Eddie Hearn is looking that way, you know, that's great news. That's great news. So I'll leave it at that. You know, I won't go in too hard on Eddie Hearn. I think this is a good move, actually. Signing Dmitry Bivol, now you could potentially match him up with any other potential fighters you have in or around that division. I mean, you still have George Groves, right? George Groves, who's campaigning as a super middleweight, but I mean, it's only about 7 or 8 pounds up, right? You still got fucking James DeGale, right? So, I mean, that just is what it is. And if you're really looking to match up a young, hungry fighter, who's that guy, Anthony Yard? You match him up with Dmitry Bivol, and that is a surefire Christmas cracker. That's a great fight. It's a great fucking fight. So, E-King Fight News, let me know what you guys think, man. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Eddie Hearn snatches up a real one. Dmitry Bivol, to me, is the truth. And I think it's a good move for Eddie Hearn. E-King Fight News, man. We out. Peace.